wouldn't forget him either if you had met him where I met him. Talking about Desolation. Desolation is a railroad station round about 2 a.m. on a weeknight. You walk into Desolation like that, and suddenly, out of nowhere, comes a warm song. You aren't about to forget it. This is the first time, though, that I met him at the airport. I know he moves along the piers. He calls himself a journey agent, a Eulipion. Says his friends, the poets and the artists and musicians, are Eulipions too. Listen to his tune. He calls it his duty-free gift for the traveler. Welcome back to Free Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Ricci here. What is this crazy noise? What is that? It's a G cello drone, linked below. Why am I playing a G cello drone? Because it's a G. It's nothing but a G. So I want to show you all what can happen over just a single G. Now I have in my hands a C harmonica. So I'm going to be in the key of G on a C harmonica, second position. So let's start with the root. So that's a G over G. Now check out my videos on major triads. So now we're going to hear the three notes of a G chord. Starting with G, moving up to the third, B, that's what we call a harmony. And now for another harmony, the fifth, which is D. Put them all together with the low D. There's a G chord over just a single G drone. Beautiful tuning by Tom Halchick. So what if we added a sixth to that chord? Check out my video on sixth chords. Those were all 6 chord arpeggios, meaning just playing all the notes in different orders. Couple octaves up. Let's do the same thing with a 7th chord. So linked below. Hear how dark that is? So that's a chord we usually use for blues and rock and jazz. So I'm improvising by using only the notes in the chord. It just gives me an idea of something fun to try. The 2 double bend is the same as a 5 draw. Now I'm playing a 7 over the G. See how much personality? You can really hear each chord and its wonderful little personalities. Okay, so let's do another thing. Instead of using chords or harmonies of chords, right, to improvise, what if we started using some scales? Let's start with the grandmother of all scales, the major scale. It's major. So I'm playing it on a C harp, but you could play it on a G harp. It'd be a lot easier. I'm going to play everything on a C harp today just for fun. So that's a C major scale. So I could just improvise just using the C major scale right over this G. So anytime I hear a G, right, anytime I hear somebody says the chord is G major, well, of course the G major scale will work. Here we go. So now, why don't we try a different scale, right, or a different mode? So now we'll use G Mixolydian. Same as the G major scale, but instead of a 5 overblow or a major 7, we're going to have a 5 draw. This is one you can do easy. So let's listen to the G major one more time. So that one's very pretty. And the other one's a little mysterious. Let's go to a 5-note scale, the major pentatonic. So the major pentatonic is a 5-note scale that's just part of what we just did there, the major scale or the Mixolydian. It's missing some of those notes. All these scales, full lessons for each scale linked below. So you can hear the flavor. It's starting to get sort of a little Appalachian vibe the way I'm playing it now. You've heard this scale in songs like right? You know that one, right? Or maybe a little Cajun feel, same scale. Yeah, right? So there it is, major pentatonic. Almost like a 6-chord arpeggio. Okay, now let's do another scale. How about the minor pentatonic? I can play minor over major. Ready? Listen. Add one more note and we get the blues scale. Linked below. The blues scale, let's get a little crazier. What about Dorian? Linked below, even in second position. I got a video. Linked below, Dorian minor. Dorian minor. So it's almost like the Mixolydian, except the third is flatted. The 3-draw, instead of a 3-draw natural, instead of that note, we're gonna flat that note. Hear how dark that is? That's that minor sound. All the way up. Oh, put an extra note in there. All right, anyway, Dorian minor. Melodic minor. Also known as the Aeolian mode. All right, what about if we change one note of that, or get rid of one and add another one? We get the harmonic minor in cross arp. Not the easiest position for this mode scale, but let's try it. I messed up. There it is. Back to the triad. So you can see how each one of these scales has its own personality. Scales, arpeggios, single notes, harmonies. This is why we learn it. We learn it to express ourselves. People say all the time, I just want to play how I feel. Well, if you want to play how you feel, it helps to learn different scales and some different some chords and stuff that help express something is pretty. When something is pretty, we can associate that with a scale, right? Or peaceful, right? Or something a little darker. Or darker than that. And you can learn to mix these at will. Anything in G major, you're good. Man, subscribe today. Subscribe today for hundreds of free videos. Everything I did today is linked there. It might not be linked in there in cross harp. It might be in a different position. Just learn it and get to it, right? And never forget. Stay tuned for the credits. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Jason Ricci's YouTube channel. 16 years of incredible YouTube harmonica-related content. That's right, 16 years. At this point, over 500 free instructional videos. If you're interested in what kind of harmonicas I play, microphones, amplifiers, pedals, any harmonica-related products, please check out my sponsors. These sponsors, in one way or another, also help keep these videos going. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Blue Moon Harmonicas, bringing you the best in custom harmonicas. We got custom cover plates, custom combs. You can get your name put on it, just like me. Reed work, refurbished pre-war Marine bands. Look at that, they put the little brace there, no more crushing the covers. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, the very best in pedals, microphones, almost anything you need for your amplified harmonica need. The Lone Wolf Blues Company, right here out of Ponchatoula, Louisiana. We got you. Harp gear, amplifiers. They got big ones, they got small ones. You know what they sound like? They sound like the best tube amps on the market. Harp gear amplifiers out of Ocala, Florida. Pedal pad, pedal boards. Incredible custom pedal boards built to last, made by two brothers who really care. Hohner harmonicas. A Mooncat loves the Hohner harmonica. I like the Marine band. I get Tom to put the little special 20 cover plates on it. He tricks them out, but they play great right out of the box. All of these sponsors are linked below in the description box. What else is linked below? Patreon. Consider becoming a Patreon patron. You'll be supporting me. You'll be supporting the cause. You'll be keeping these videos free for everybody. And you'll get a lot of extra content over at Patreon. You'll get vlogs, occasionally some extra lessons, some posts that you might not see on Facebook. A lot of stuff that I can't say or won't say here on YouTube is over on Patreon. I love my Patreon family. You guys are the best. If you're not into the monthly subscription, you can also give me a one-time tip at Venmo or PayPal below too. I'm a touring musician and I play all over the country, really all over the world with all kinds of different acts. Check out my website, www.mooncat.org. In all seriousness, YouTube, Patreon, my sponsors have absolutely changed my life. Subscribe below, set reminders for the videos. Don't miss any events. Every single Friday, there's a free harmonica lesson and a lot more. Even if you're just subscribing, you're helping me a lot. Those of you that are joining me on Patreon, you guys are helping me to make better decisions with my career. In all sincerity, thank you so much, YouTube, for just an incredible, incredible outlet. It's a video diary. I get to look back at 16 years of these videos. I had a lot of new friends, some really fine musicians, made some great contacts in the industry, and it's all because of you. Thank you, my harmonica family.